The United Democratic Movement has outlined what's expected to be addressed at its manifesto launch tomorrow ahead of the May elections. The party president, Bantu Holomisa, will address supporters at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium in Port Elizabeth. Ahead of tomorrow's manifesto launch, we take a look at its leader and president, Bantu Holomisa.
The sitting of the Commission of Inquiry into allegations of impropriety at the Public Investment Corporation has been, by large, a result of the budgering of a relatively small parliamentary party led by a man with a large heart. Bantu Holomisa has made a name for himself fighting corruption. The former Transkei Homeland military man, then a staunch supporter of the then-banned African National Congress, now stands on the other side, resolute in his opposition role.
Holomisa is not about to surrender his liberty. I've been betting on a wicket of anti-corruption and calling for the improvement of checks and balances. Now, if you are going to say EFF and UDM must go back to the ANC, that means you are promoting a one-party dominance. One-party dominance in the last 9 years, we have seen it. It promotes corruption.
It was, after all, this moral stand that got him expelled from the African National Congress. It was a remark about Stella Stau, a government minister who came from Xhosa royalty, having knowledge of a bribe from hotel magnate Saul Kasney to then Transkei President George Matanzini. Holomisa refused to apologize or to withdraw his remarks despite Nelson Mandela's plea, resulting in his expulsion. Bantu Bonke Harrington Holomisa was born with determination and moral standing, as some would argue. In Mkanduli, in the Eastern Cape, on July 1955, to a chief. After primary school at Mkanduli, he would complete his matric in Tsolo in 1975. A year later, he joined the Transkei Defence Force in 1976 and would soon after become one of the first blacks to take the senior management course at the Army College in Pretoria. After graduation, he would head the Transkei Army. In December 1987, Major General Bantu Holomisa led the Transkei Army to a bloodless coup, deposing the homeland government of Stella Stau. He ruled through a military council which he chaired, after he suspended the constitution, refusing to return Transkei to civilian rule as he believed the subsequent government would be beholden to Pretoria.
Major General Holomisa.
His government worked closely with the liberation movements and will take part in the Convention for a Democratic South Africa, commonly called CODESA, a process leading to the 1994 elections. Just prior to the elections, General Holomisa would collapse the Transkei homeland by overseeing its reintegration into South Africa.
I would like to express our sincere thanks for the support we have been given by the people of Transkei, and also the support we have received from them in trying to change the old order here in Transkei, that is cultivating a culture of political tolerance. And we say thank you to the people of Transkei. Had it not been for them, we wouldn't be talking of going back to South Africa today.
He would soon after join the ANC Elections Committee, resulting in his campaigning across the country alongside leaders of the former liberation movements.
Do you, Deputy Ministers, hereby swear or otherwise solemnly affirm?
After the ANC's 1994 Paul Victory, Holomisa was appointed to the cabinet as Environmental and Tourism Deputy Minister of the Mandela-led Government of National Unity.
With 1,915 votes, Comrade Bantu Bonke Holomisa.
At the ANC's elective conference in Bloemfontein in 1994, its first conference where it was not in political opposition to the government of the day, the general, as Holomisa has become popularly known, was elected to the party's NEC, receiving the most votes. After the fateful TRC testimony regarding Sicau, he was expelled from the ANC. In 1997, he would go on to found the United Democratic Movement with former National Party senior member who had joined the ANC.
I pay tribute to Bantu Holomisa because together we formed a political party which spans racial divides and which, I am sure, will play a meaningful role in being a legitimate alternative voice to the government, an essential ingredient for a healthy democracy.
By the second democratic elections in 1999, the UDM secured 14 parliamentary seats. Not long after, Mandela proposed his return to the ANC, disputing the notion that the ANC was desperate to retain power in the Eastern Cape, considered the UDM stronghold, instead pointing the need to support the new incoming Begi presidency.
The ANC is being led by a very capable young president, and I want people who can help him strengthen his position as leader of the ANC to come and rally around him. This is my aim.
Madam Speaker,
in the years since Holomisa hung up his military uniforms, he has been at the forefront of maintaining South Africa's democracy and fighting corruption. As Judge Lex Mpati rises after another sitting of the Commission of Inquiry into Impropriety at the PIC, he will do so knowing that a certain Bantu Bonke Harrington Holomisa is watching. Nompumelelo Mthethwa for SABC News.